Absolutely right, Maud. I think the thing is that back when PS4 was 2013, I think they didn't realize how influential Twitch is, and it really blew up between 2013 through 2017 to the point where the PS4 camera wasn't thought out well. Like, it doesn't have zoom in, zoom out. So I think Sony is aware about the how important Twitch streaming is to gamers, that they would probably, I think with PS5, they'll probably have a way to have a better streaming interface where it would also stream when you're out in the menu or if you're out of the game. I think they're definitely going to work on that. And then the PS5 camera also would probably have zoom in and zoom out, just because there's like, Twitch is no longer niche. Everyone has, because before it was kind of esoteric, but now even run-of-the-mill people who don't know anything about gaming, they know about Twitch. So Twitch has now become a household name. And because of that, I think they're going to improve on things and make streaming better for PS5. If they were smart, if Sony were smart, they would do that. They would make PS5 backwards compatible with PS4 and possibly PS3. They would improve the Twitch streaming interface. And I would really like to see that article, Maud, and Hoffa Custodia may be able to comment on, is it going to be hard to be able to stream through the PS5 even when you're outside of the game? Yeah, I know. But this always happens with large corporations. Like, oh, we won this generation, and then they get complacent and they flop. Like, remember how PS2 just dominated everything just because they have all these like amazing JRPGs, all of these God of War came out in PS2, all of these amazing games. So they're like, oh, let's do PS3. We'll price it at $1,000. And like, who's gonna buy a PS3 for? No, it was $800, but $1,000 if you use cost of living increases, and so they flopped, and then Sony really had to put out really amazing exclusives, and then they did better. But that always happens, though, Maud. It's so annoying. Thank you, Key. And you're so funny, Key, because like during this whole time I was like getting coffee too. I was getting coffee. I was getting taking a bathroom break. Yeah, so I have to say that Odyssey does crash once in a while, but the important thing is that it does have auto save, so we're not going to lose any progress. Okay. Yes, that is really helpful, Maud. Twitch tips for beginners. The first thing is, with your channel panel, please just write something. Like, just write, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. I love RPGs. This is my schedule. Like, it doesn't have to be genius. It doesn't have to be like, the writing level doesn't have to be at the level of James Baldwin, where it's like poetic and compelling. Just put down schedule, tentative schedule or whatever. Oh, Key, we didn't do naval battles, but I think there might be one coming up. And we could always do naval battles whenever we want to. Oh, we're going through the same, so we already know this, so I can talk over. Now, so because of this open world, Key, as you know, we could just do naval battles anytime, so we can definitely do that. Because the naval battles is just so addicting. It's so fun. It's just nice to be out in the open and then ramming your ship. Thank you for following, Husker89.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Oh, we have to do this over. So I hope everyone's enjoying their Sunday. And this is like the funniest part of the entire.
Exactly.
So we have to kind of go. So we didn't really lose that much progress.
So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby, but every once in a while...
Oh yeah, you know what? We have to kind of make sure that this always happens, like as soon as you start, you have to redo... see, the Assassin's Creed Odyssey title is no longer on, and... Key and Mod, I find this really annoying. You always have to update information because like the title of the game just disappears. And then you have to do set game. Oh, Blackheart, thank you for stopping by, and good luck on getting your. You're gonna get your Platinum Darksiders 1 and 2 this week, so that is your homework assignment. You have to get Platinums for both Darksiders 1 and 2. So set game, but we always have to do this. It's so frustrating. I don't know if you all had the same issues with having to set game over and over, and then it takes 5 minutes because it takes time. It's so annoying. Oh, that's Ninja. Ninja's having her crazies. I'm not sure if you heard that, but she's like running around. See, it's not reflecting. Okay, so the title's now up finally. Blackheart. See, can you really do Darksiders 1 and 2 plat? Because platinums always take a long time, and this game, the platinum is so easy. It just takes time. But there's some platinums that are really, really hard to get.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either.
And have a good workout.
Blackheart,
have a good workout.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for
Oh, Mod said Odyssey has way less bugs than Origins when it released. I think Ubisoft does a really good job doing the patches, because this is like really rare. Like, the last time it crashed my PS5 was maybe like 3 weeks ago, and I was playing Odyssey constantly.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here.
Oh, you know what? We don't have to go through. I just want to go through this because I don't know if it would. I don't think it's going to lock you out, but we might as well just be thorough and just complete out the questions really quickly. Oh, actually, you know what you could do? I think there's a way in which you could skip the I think there's a. Oh no! See, I was hoping. I think this is what all games should have, is like a way to skip the cutscenes like that, but this one doesn't, so we have to kind of go through this again.
We didn't know it was her though.
And you convinced her to hire me?
And Mod, since you're pressed for time, I think the Twitch tips for beginners mod would be a very hot article. Like, people are dying to find actionable tips, because a lot of people say, oh, a lot of Twitch tips for beginners, they're not that helpful. So I think if you have an article and you can kind of be specific about your Twitch tips, I think that's really good. And then tips for networking is really key. I did write a couple of things in my Discord blog, not Discord, I'm going to just post my blog. And I did have like a Twitch stream, but I think the thing is that, Mod, I think network is crucial in gaining your viewers and gaining followers. Viewers are actually technically more important. But I got burned out. I got burned out with doing too much networking. So I think, Mod, in your Twitch tips article, if you can also mention like the realities of burnout, because I burned out after just 2 months. But then it was my fault actually, because I was just way too hardcore. Yeah, exactly, Mod. You did do the Twitch tips. I have to read that because you always have a lot of good insights, Mod, and I really want to read up on networking, and I would just kind of mention cadgar.net, so then you could always have your screen up at all times. And you could have like the viewers that you support, so when you step away, they get the viewer numbers, and then you just have to get known in the community. I think that's like the best way to do networking. And then I think Twitter is really potent because, yes, you're networking in the Twitch stream community, but I think Twitter, it expands to every single medium, like you go into the game developers, but I don't know how to do that. So that might be really helpful in that respect, because I think doing networking through watching other streamers is a little bit slower. I don't know if it's faster if you do Twitter.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in.
Oh god, burnout is the key problem with streaming. The other thing, Mod, is the other thing that burns people out. I think the most important thing for beginners is to have zero expectations. Realize what success is. Success is like enjoying the streaming process, because if you don't enjoy the streaming process, what's the point? Because then it becomes a job, and a lot of people have jobs they don't like, so why have a second job that you don't like? So if you're already a success, if you really love streaming, and then you're also a success if you build even one person comes into your stream. So I think that would really help a lot of people starting out, because like it gets so disheartening and heartbreaking when, let's pretend that you're doing really well, you get up to 1, you're excited with your first viewer, 5, 10, and the next day it goes down to 5, and then you're like, oh, you do really. I experienced this myself. I'm trying not to be so success oriented, like because of my. I guess I should say, there's an elephant in the room, because like I'm Asian, okay? So I was like invoking my inner Asian, like I must get the viewers. I'm so goal oriented. I'm so goal directed, because Asian culture, and you have to compete, you have to be driven, you have to be successful. But so then because that's still part of me ingrained, you go moi when you see, even when it went from like 15 to 14, I'm like, oh my goodness, I felt destroyed. So Twitch is interesting because you learn so much about yourself. I learned a lot about myself streaming. I learned my limitations. I learned how to let go of my competitive nature. I'm very competitive. And I think I'm a better person for it. And the community has helped me. The community has been really helpful because you all kind of make fun of my inner Asian drive, and that really helped. I think as long as you have a community that you love, you're going to enjoy streaming and just stream for the community. I think that's one of the good ways to avoid burnout. And don't do what I did. I was like ridiculous, because I was like, oh, let me do 4 days a week, 4 hours. Like what? Like that? No. Maybe do 1 day a week for 1 hour and then level up. You want to let's treat Twitch as Ahmad, I think he mentioned that as the ultimate JRPG grind fest. It says like Twitch is a huge grind, so you want to level up. Just do 1 day for 1 hour. See if you like it. Then if 1 day 1 hour is easy, then do 2 days 1 hour, and then level up slowly. Don't do 4 days 4 hours. That was like ridiculous. That led to burnout. Okay, we have to change our clothes, because this is like the party of a lifetime.
Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I'm gonna read that mod immediately, because you're such a great streamer.
Uncomfortable in these.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that
Wait.
like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way.
Really? This is the
Is
outfit?
that everything?
It's
We're
not.
all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons.
This is a lousy
How do you go
outfit. Like, this is
Oh,
not going to
and
pass a
don't leave without saying
GQ.
bye.
Look at this. But looks just like a makeshift towel. You would think that these are the most powerful people in the world. These are like the greatest intellectuals of all time, and you're going into sackcloth? Like, okay, let's talk to Herodotus.
The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made.
This is not a grand entrance. This is not like the Oscars. We had the red carpet. This is
no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome.
This is not glamorous. It actually, to be honest, this party is more elite than the Oscars. It's more elite than all of the award shows combined.
To love him so that the people
I know my clothes got worn.
You're no different from any of them.
Wait, what would Key say? I wish you could PS4 share play networking.
Trust you.
Wait, Key, how does
You've wisely
play
dressed
share
for the
net? How
occasion.
does that? Wait,
Appearing trustworthy,
vitamins.
being trusted after all.
Vitamins, thank you so much for helping me with my
We
mic.
introduce you to
I'm just talking over this because
They may not look, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of the opinionated tongue.
these are like the greatest of all time.
Ah, Sophocles and
So yeah, Sophocles and Euripides for
two
crying out.
of the most celebrated playwrights today.
They're
No one
geniuses.
told as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle.
This is like the worst. This is the worst entrance.
Of all things, comedies, Euripides.
Key, that's brilliant. You know what? You know what, chat, Key, you know what's really funny? What chat mentioned was since I wasn't doing any gameplay, they were saying like I should hire someone to do my gameplay while I talk. And Vitamins, thank you so much for helping with my mic. We found that it was in fact Dade. So I ran out and got a new mic, and I think because of that, I apologize. I have to cancel all of my subs this month because one, the second job that I'm paying, I haven't got a paycheck yet because they have to kind of go through the payroll bureaucracy crap, so I have like negative income. And then two, I had to rush off and get the PS4 cam is really good, but you have to kind of shout a little bit, and because of my asthma, I don't have the lung power, so I had to get like another Blue Yeti. So because of that, I had to apologize, so I'm not going to do subscriptions this month, but down the road, once I get my paycheck, once I start paying off more of my debt, then I'll resume subscription service. So I hope nobody's insulted because of that. So I just and I'm going to mention that in my Discord as well, just because I don't want people to have their feelings hurt if they notice, oh, I'm no longer subscribing to them. It doesn't look very intellectual. Let's do this. It doesn't look very intellectual, and that's why we had the title, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. You'll see why.
It's more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermipos has also written his fair share of comedies.
Hermipos, but
Drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works.
yeah,
However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great
yeah.
Socrates
I mean, you have
himself.
Socrates. You have. No, Socrates, well, we like to say Socrates isn't so great, but he is. Let's just say we're surprised that he's here pestering the civilians and being a damp blanket. He's like a wet blanket because he asks like these ridiculous questions that nobody wants to answer. And then when you ask him questions, he doesn't answer it, so then you get pissed off at him. Oh, no problem, Maud. Look her. Yes, the Patriots. The Patriots. I'm glad we have. I want this community to be like a Patriots fan contingent so that I can be even more salty whenever the Patriots beat the Eagles. That's kind of what I want in this stream.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates
See?
get under your skin. At least he wears shoes for the occasion.
Yes, he doesn't wear shoes.
And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasima.
Like, look at his wine cup.
Closely.
He's like drinking like probably a liter of wine, and that could fit in that wine glass.
That isn't at all what I mean. Where is Pericles?
Wait, why am I holding a bowl?
He never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get
Aw, Key.
Vile Socrates.
Key, thank you so
appearing where I
much.
least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze.
He's
Oh,
always-
Alcibiades,
he's always
this
hitting on
is not a time
Socrates.
for jealousy, but for love.
So obviously you can have Key. Thank you so much for the bets, Key. I really appreciate that.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
Yes, go get it, Alexios. Alexios wants Alcibiades.
This party could be fun.
Yes.
Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight or end one.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Time to
Now,
party it up.
If you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
he's going to say, "Don't leave me alone," because as you know, Alexios, even though he's incredibly handsome and he has a self-confidence, in reality he is a homebody. Like, he didn't leave Kefalonia Island since he arrived there with Marcos taking care of him, and to the point where we went to the island that's like 5 feet away, and he's like, "Oh, I've never been off this island." Bilbo, how are you? Are you enjoying your Sunday? He's just not confident, Bilbo, because he's really a homebody. So he wants Herodotus to keep him company because he's very shy, and these are intellectual giants, Bilbo. So it's intimidating.
Talk to the others and focus on finding your mother.
And he wants Herodotus to be his wingman, but Herodotus has other business to talk with Pericles. So this party is like really intimidating because you have Sophocles, you have Euripides, who I heard is... I don't think I read a single Euripides play, but Sophocles is a genius. Like, his whole Oedipus trilogy is absolutely brilliant. So let's talk to Socrates. See, he's always asking. This is a party. You don't ask these questions.
Have you been listening to nothing I say?
Okay, so let's go.
The Mystios from the ostracism.
No, we don't want to talk to you, Socrates. We've answered too many questions. Bilbo's here. Wait, I thought we're supposed. Oh, we're going to talk later. So we have to do investigation. Wait, but it says, we have to get information from stuff. So you can see the reason why I said girls just want to have fun. So these are like the greatest minds, but all they're doing is drinking, they're fighting, they want to have sex. And I think in reality, that's true of everyone, not just intellectuals. So in reality, intellectuals just want to have fun. That's the reality. Because it's human nature. Regardless of whether you're an intellectual or not, or where you come from, all you want to do is be happy, you want to have fun, you want to enjoy your friendships and your relationships. So this is what the party's all about. Now, who is this guy? This is... Stop it. He did like the...
You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it
No,
the orange ape.
That's a reference to Donald Trump, obviously. Oh, he's going to be, I think, don't call me it. You don't want to be a wet blanket. You just want to say, I have a name. Yeah, Key, thank you so much for the bits. And Bilbo, how are you doing? How are you doing? And Charles, how are you doing? I know. I just keep thinking of the Cyndi Lauper song. Like, yes, Cleon is very much Donald Trump. I know we're not supposed to talk politics, but there's so many references of Cleon being a divisive character. He's splitting the citizens. He's trying to pit them against Pericles, and he's trying to be, quote, progressive, but he really isn't progressive in the correct way. And so Pericles didn't understand that the villagers are suffering. They're starving to death. There's no food. We saw that town that was like, we saw that small village, which is really shitty. People are dying. And then he's spending all of his money having these lavish parties, having orgies, and building the Parthenon. And so, like, the poor people are like, oh, you're not taking care of us, so they want change. That's where Cleon... So what Cleon did was he just said, oh, we're going to kill all the artists because they're wasting resources, and we're going to give the money to you guys. But the reality is he just wants to kill all the intellectuals to further his own ends. Yeah, let's not talk politics, but there is, like... But you have to kind of talk politics because there's a lot of politics in this game. So we're just going to talk the politics of Athens at this stage. So Cleon is trying to further his own ends, pretending that he's helping the citizens, but he's not, but they think that he is. So he's actually very smart and wily.
I am called many things. It isn't one.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides.
I love this guy. Actually, I remember him.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Evripidis likes to say.
What plays did
Don't
he
you,
write?
Evripidis?
I remember that Aristophanes writes
Now,
comedies.
If you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my impression of Pericles.
Pericles is a wooden board. That's actually
The
pretty
man
good.
is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say.
I love this guy's hysterical. And every time when I was playing this part, I was thinking of that Sting song, that Police song, like, and I can't sing, but the Mephistopheles, so I keep thinking, like, Aristophanes is not your name, but I wish I could sing. So the other aspect is if you can sing, you should sing that Mephistopheles song and say, I can't do it, but I know, Bilbo, we know. That's why I decided to do Alexios, because it was not the chat's choice. Because the chat, I think most of the chat wanted Cassandra just because she's good looking, but we chose Alexios instead. So these guys are party animals, even Euripides, you'll see why. Jetstream Sal! How are you, Sal?
Well,
Thanks for the follow.
On my impression of you, I call it the pretty monkey. Care for another impression? My favorite.
Did we do? Because I love his.
That one isn't funny.
Wasn't fun.
Well, if you'll excuse us, I'm working on my impression of you. I call it the pretty monkey.
I thought he was doing another impression. Okay, I think we cover all of the dialogue. I think we did. So, see, they're partying it up on this area. And check out how large those wine glasses are. Are we supposed to go? I think we're supposed to go this way. I agree, Husker. I think it. Hi, Sal. Chat has no taste.
Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
Oh my god.
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority.
This guy is epic.
I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you.
And then he's gonna do this gesture, which means in this game.
Sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known
He's
you
the
were going
best.
to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
And if you see this game, this is, I don't know if this is, if you, those who play Odyssey, whenever you have an NPC do this expression with the hands like this, I can't, see the PS4 camera, I can't zoom out, but they always go like this, that means like, oh, I want to have sex with you, and then Lexio says, okay, let's do it. And like, and I wish the real world was like that, so if you see a hot guy or a hot woman at the bar, and then you want to have sex with him or her, all you have to do is like, hi, my name is Fuzzy J Katz, and then you get laid. But, so, yeah, we have to romance him, Charles. I mean, because, you know, he's pretty easy, so we need... Yeah, sounds like quite the party, because we want to infiltrate, because we want to see what the party's like so that we can get into the orgy. So let's infiltrate, and we're going to say it sounds like quite the party. And Sal, thank you for the follow. No, Bilbo, that's mean, Bilbo. Bilbo, Alexios is horny, he needs to get laid, and this is the guy to do it with.
I thought this party was tame, even by Athenian standards.
Yes! That's like girls just want to have fun.
Let them have their meeting of the minds. I'm more interested in meeting other parts.
Ali, we're out of oil again.
Ah, I call him Ali.
They like you when they give you a
That is so
name.
true.
There's more olive oil in the kitchen, but Aspasia keeps complaining about me walking unencumbered through her symposium.
And then you have to... But how come
You mean
he's not doing...
It sounds so good when you say it.
That's extreme approaches work in Vegas. So Charles, like in, I don't know if that would work, because nobody's gonna say, oh wow, if I just go like this, like I'm not gonna get laid just doing that. Chat, can we, or am I just like, I mean, I don't do like the bar, so I don't know how effective doing this is. Bilbo says, oh, Bilbo, when can you change your name? Okay, so everyone likes Allie. We're going to romance him, so we are going to get the olive oil for him. I think that's the correct.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer.
Obedient too. I knew I liked you.
So he's into BDSM. Okay, let's... Wait, are we... I think you have to get the oil for him, and then he does give you information about your mom. So this is kind of an example of this is a fun quest, because you have the character development of Alcibiades. We'll just call him Allie, because that's easy to say. And you get to meet all of these brilliant playwrights, and how they just want to have fun, which is kind of like everyone just wants to have fun. That's the whole point of this party. But I'm clearly getting... Is it down here? I'm obviously going the wrong way. And this house architecture is so absurd. Like, I kept getting lost when I was in this house, and it's like the worst designed house in the world. Wait, we have to go back here? What? This is not where the oil is, though, unless I'm in a different direction.
Just can't stay away.
No, we don't have the oil, but how come it had the marker there? Oh, that's true, Charles. You are so right. We're gonna do more intel. Why are you so different than Pericles? Because Pericles is a stiff board.
You've grown up in Pericles' home, and yet you're so different.
No one is like Pericles. And he's only slightly more serious than usual, too.
Yeah.
Athens is under siege, and he worries for her future.
Well, he wouldn't have to worry if he took care of the poor peasants, but he's not even doing that.
Our last taste of freedom.
When you walked in,
Bilbo!
you seemed like you and Socrates were...
How I wish you were right. One day we will have that man in here with us.
He really is. He has so much lust for Socrates.
I might be back.
If you come back with a jar of oil.
Now, where is this oil? I forgot. I'm kind of embarrassed because I played the Cassandra file, 100%ed it with platinum, but I don't remember how to get to the olive, because this house design is so messed up. It doesn't make sense because like the door, the entrance to this house, it's not where it's supposed to be. Okay, let's.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Just say I'm looking for clues.
I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly.
He's exophthalmic. I'm also exophthalmic.
Exophthalmic, more so.
I had this command.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
Like he says, no, you don't. I like that. So exophthalmos means your eyes protrude. Yes! Let's get Euripides drunk! That's what we want!
So, we get him drunk, and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner.
He is from Argos.
Alright, if nothing else, this party could use the help.
I know it could, yes. Okay, this is fun actually. So we do have to get the wine.
And I'll slip away unseen.
Very
How
cool.
do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I am the greatest dramatist in the land.
No, he
Maker
is.
to
I mean,
Euripides,
yes, he's
lover of
bragging, but...
Asclepius, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen.
Oedipus, his Oedipus trilogy was... It's just so well done. Like, it just... And I read the English translation and it was powerful even just in the English, so you can imagine what it's like in the original language.
You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I think they're
I've
lovers.
Never judged anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a
Yeah,
bond
they're-
deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with that banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
Oh, he's jealous. Oh, Euripides likes Aristophanes.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some
Sophocles just wants to get laid regardless of how smart he is and how talented he is.
Absolutely horrifying.
We'll get we'll get a
It
sweet
wouldn't be a
wine.
party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Alright, I think we have to talk with her.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
Let's get we want the sweet wine because we want Aristophanes to throw up.
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
So we got the aged wine. Now let's try. I don't know where this oil is. I kind of like this Euripides guy. He's actually hysterical. Now this is going to showcase my bad. Why does it always? This is showcasing my bad sense of directions. Where is that? Bilbo, do you remember where this oil is? Because I believe he played as Cassandra, but I can't find my way out of a paper bag. I'm gonna just snatch this. Oh, we did get the olive oil. Oh, that was good. So let's go back here. We're gonna talk with Allie. Oh, yeah, thank you, Bilbo.
Just can't
See, he
stay
goes like
away
this,
again.
yeah.
Did you bring the
Yes, we brought the oil.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women
What is-
grieved for their sons.
What is he talking
These
about?
men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some
Yes.
fun! What do you say? Care to...
Well, of course, that was the whole point of us getting the oil for you, Allie.
Time for some fun. But you'll have to help me strip out of these uncomfortable Athenian
But I don't think Alexios has to be seductive because Allie's really easy to seduce.
to the goat?
There's another goat?
So this is a wild orgy. I know exactly. That's actually, Key. That was like one of the other issues I have. Like, I don't like how you look how happy Alexios is.
It's time for you to help me, Ali.
Yes, we need clues.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Allie likes everything.
I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta. No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were
Well, we know
smart,
Miri, his
she'd
mom,
do
is
what Aspasia
extremely
did.
intelligent.
She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinth.
Oh, so we have to go to Corinthia.
Pieterra? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, And the only ones there with any smarts. Ali! Come back inside! Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth,
Bilbo, you have
find
to.
Anfusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
I think everyone has to give it up for Ali.
In Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
So that's actually really good. So we have to go to Corinthia, and we need to do this wine to get them drunk, and they might spill some information. Wait, where? I forgot where they were. This is... I get disoriented really easily. Isn't it over? Yeah, here it is.
Care for another impression? My favorite is Sophocles.
That one isn't funny.
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though.
Quickly, bring him some
Yes, let's get them drunk.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm
Oh,
only
okay,
here
let's...
because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
Let's have a drinking competition.
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Every bit is
No,
Euripides
Euripides may seem stoic, but he's a party animal.
I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Euripides is actually very elegant, I think.
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician.
He's an orange ape.
Bad breeding and vulgar manners.
I agree. He does have really bad manners, that Cleon.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar.
Yeah,
of the
drink
gods.
up, Aristophanes. Drink up.
Ready for more?
But this is so funny.
I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
Aristophanes still
I could
drinks it,
outdrink
though.
Both of you with one hand. Let's have some more.
Okay, what do you guys think is their blood alcohol level at this stage?
You ready for
0.1?
another?
I know. Sal is, I think, Sal, I think someone was asking if this has, like, mythical elements, so this,
Wine is terrible.
it's definitely above 0.1.
I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Every Pyrrhus.
That would be a good play, actually.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for
So Asclepios is like the god of
I should
healing.
know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Yeah, the priest screwed over her family.
My friend Hippocrates, he's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos.
These are legends.
For help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
So we kind of talked about like the mythical elements. So Sal with this wine gourd that he was using, it just has infinite wine. Yeah, can you walk this line? Exactly. Like, well, Euripides already threw up, so I think this wine, and he only had 2 glasses of wine, and I'm kind of a lightweight, but even with 2 glasses of wine, I don't throw up, so I'm assuming this wine is probably 100 proof. That's what I'm thinking. I know it's key, like, they're so, like, Hippocrates is father of modern medicine, so we have all of these like geniuses here, and they just want to party and have fun, have orgies with Allie. Did we finish the party out? I think we did. I thought we already did drink up. Okay, distracting Sophocles from himself long enough to ask for information about Marini would be difficult, so Alexios had to play by his rules. It was time to get... but why are we still... I thought we already got Euripides drunk. Did I make a mistake? Maybe I have to go... I think I may have to go back. This is... like, who builds a home like this? It's a total maze.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
Yeah, he's completely... yeah, Euripides can't see straight.
Stop hiding it here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see
You're so right, Key.
For another colorful evening.
Actually, I think geniuses also, they just want to party, have fun, be happy, get laid. It's the same with everyone. And just doing that easy quest, you get 5,000 experience, and I'm going to be level 17 soon, so I really don't think it's hard to level... Oh my god, let's talk to Socrates. So let's gird our loins, because Socrates is going to ask us 10 questions. I think you can, Bilbo. No, I never did blood alcohol levels on myself when I'm drinking, but after 1 can of beer, like even a lager, not to mention like a Belgian beer, I get like tipsy.
Here comes the one who claims
Sal is right. The gourd was blessed by Dionysus. You're absolutely right, Sal.
Knowledge can't feed me.
But the mind must...
He's gonna go on.
Young destruction to avoid the point being argued.
Let's say I'm intrigued because I kind of like their arguments, but they talk in circles.
Arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye. You have my attention.
But this is like very dry.
We're better to do so than
He does this.
The same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not...
I don't think it... Well...
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled, rather than...
Well, allegedly.
Don't be absurd.
Yeah, rulers are unjust. That usually happens. Like, they're not, quote, supposed to be, but what happens is that you just get corrupt by power, so let's just put rulers are unjust.
The world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
Alexios is smarter than Socrates.
Doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
Wait, did he contradict himself?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving.
He's smart! See, Alexios points out the contradictions.
I never tried to say
That's why Socrates is so annoyed. I know, that's why they poisoned the bastard, because he's so annoying.
I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
Socrates, just give it up, Socrates, just give it up.
Aspasia.
Oh, this is how you make an entrance, this scene. Even Socrates is smiling when he sees her. So, Dr. Alf! It's been for ages. So when I saw this, I'm like, oh, this is so Kate Beckinsale from the Underworld series. Or is it just me?
Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work.
What work in Maker? Oh, yes, the... so obviously she's a love interest. So Alf, how have you been doing? It's been so long, and I think it's because I think our hours are completely different, I think. And as you can see, since she's kind of Kate Beckinsale-ish, she's going to be our love interest. So we kind of have to, I think it might be flirting by saying, oh, you've been spying on me, but you have to say it in a seductive manner.
Your spies have been watching me. I knew you.
Oh, no, that's not the wrong way to go. That's the wrong way to go, Alexei. You're supposed to be flirty about that.
There's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Alf. I totally forgot this was a Sunday. So, fortunately, you do not work on Sundays. And it is early. Like, I did change my schedule to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, now 9:15. And it's not the ideal time for streaming, I've heard. But it worked much better for my schedule. And if I change it to 1 p.m., which was way better for the UK, EU, US audiences, it might burn me out, so I think it's better to just stick to 9:15. He's gonna say yes, thank you.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn.
That's true,
but
Doctor.
I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
Even Socrates was like, whoa, and he was smiling. I'm gonna be honest with her, saying I'm searching for my mom. I know! Dr. Alf, like, Alexios doesn't have game, but fortunately he's handsome, so he can get around. But this is not gonna work in real life. Oh, so guitar, I'm from, like, I grew up near Boston, but then we moved to the Northern Virginia area. Then I spent most of my schooling, career, blah, 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 in the Philadelphia area. So I think maybe that's why. We don't really have... I think where I live, we don't have, like, the southern accent, or, like, Northern Virginia, nobody really has a southern accent. And I don't have a Philadelphian accent or a Bostonian accent. I just have, like, the Northeast run-of-the-mill accent, I believe. Yeah, Charles, we're definitely going to romance her, because you know she's clearly a romance option. Yeah, Dr. Alf, that would be really bad if you're saying, oh, I'm trailing a woman, and that gives wrong vibes, too, because, you know, you kind of want to let her know that you're available romantically. So let's just say... Yes, I know. Bill, I know you're definitely romancer, definitely.
I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man.
He really
if
is.
You
He's...
find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only
She's
one I know who's enjoyed
so you can see that she's already very powerful because the Heteri or whatever are the only ones with knowledge.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something
Wait,
done or
what do you mean
someone
former
found,
life?
I contacted a friend,
What?
an admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we
We'll
last
call
spoke,
Xenia
she was in
Xena.
chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
What does Aspasia mean by former life? Is this Isu lore that I'm missing?
Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
So let's talk to her again to get more.
I'll help you however I can during your
See, Alexios really likes Aspasia, so he's following her.
I'll help you however I can during your travels.
Oh, this is where I got lost, just because this whoever designed this house did not do a good job. Where's the main entrance? Where's the main entrance's house? Where are the stairs? It just doesn't. It's poor planning. This always happens. There's. So this is poorly placed. Is anyone an architect here? Use the elevator. Do they? No, was there an elevator in this game? They might, because there's a lot of time idiosyncrasies in this game. Time inconsistencies with this game, because I don't see how Hippocrates, Socrates, Euripides, Aristophanes, those are legends. They're all together at the same time, but oh, here it is. So Pericles is hiding out. Clavitz! Oh my god! Clavitz and Dr. Elf! Are you enjoying your Sunday or you just woke up, Clavitz?
Alexios,
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have
It's
let
like,
you in.
fuck you, Pericles, fuck you. Yeah, I'm gonna say, don't blame Phoebe, you bastard. Like, we're defending Phoebe. We don't care about Aspasia, because Phoebe is our family.
Phoebe did nothing wrong. Aspasia asked her to let me in.
Of course she did. I can't say I'm thrilled about going down and speaking to everyone. Technically, you're a guest. If you
See,
join
Pericles is...
Carlos and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs,
I don't like
do you?
Pericles, actually.
When
Like,
your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Charles, you're funny. I like that, Charles. So Charles, Charles is talking about Royale streamers. So I kind of want everyone here to go into Discord, follow Royale streamers, and as we watch each other stream, we'll move up the hierarchy, and so. What happens, a lot of people would watch the platinum because you get more points, and so hopefully we'll all get platinum, and then the ones in the platinum, they tend to get like 100 viewers plus. So let's shout out, but be discreet with Royale streamers. They're pretty serious. At the same time, they're interesting. They're very serious, but they're very supportive. They help me immediately. They're very responsive. Just don't spam. So look at Royale streamers Discord link. It's don't be intimidated. Raker TV constructed everything. He's a computer engineer. I mean, he's a software engineer, so he knows how to do coding. He is brilliant. Like, if you, because I was like in awe. I was like, wow, how did you come up with this point system? He has bots kind of calculating the points for you. And don't spam the system part to find out where your level is. Just kind of do a search of your name, and then you could see, like, it'll tell you, like, if you ranked up, like if you're silver. Like, I'm silver, but I want to try to get gold at least. So if we kind of watch each other, we can maybe boost each other to gold, and then other people would watch, and that's another way to network the quote easy way, but you do have to do work. You do have to watch other Royale streamers stream. But I met Skirts from Royale streamers, Luminaria, and Raker TV. They actually helped me get into the system. They responded to me immediately. I was really impressed with them, so I really appreciate Royale streamers. So the points, like if you get like so many points, you start out as novice and you could get bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and the higher level you are, when people watch your stream, they get more points, and that kind of makes you, the higher you are, the more willing people would see you because they want points as well. And at the same time, oh, Clavitz! Now, see, Pericles is not attractive, so he's clearly not a love interest, but he is giving Pericles, like, seductive glances. And so what happens is that a lot of people would go to the platinum streamer, so then you could get more points to boost yourself up. And I like it because there's no favoritism. It's based on how many streamers you watch. So I like that about them, Key, because there's a lot of drama when you come to teams that are trying to help other people get followers, because like there might be favoritism of one. But this is based on point system. So. And Husker 89. Oh! Husker 89! Oh, yeah, I'm still at... Oh, Husker 89, you're at gold. So do follow Husker 89 and watch Husker 89. So if he's at gold, then you can kind of watch him. Kate! What's up? Yeah, Clavitz, he's handsome, though. He is good looking, but he's not smooth. Like, he didn't flirt with Aspasia the correct way. But then he was seductive with Allie, and Allie, like, you don't have to seduce Allie. He sleeps with anyone, but Aspasia is hard to get, and he didn't do correct flirty lines with Aspasia, so he doesn't have game. Yeah, so the thing is, yeah, it's invite-only server, but you could, this Discord invite, anyone can join, you just have to register, and then boom, you're in. Now, it was kind of confusing how to register, but Skirt, Luminaria, and Raker TV got me in immediately. If you're good with computers, you'll understand it, but when I was reading, my eyes were crossed. I'm like, what do you mean you have to go in, blah, 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 and type? Oh, that's true, Charles. We have to romance him anyways. Old people need love too, because we did that quest of that woman who got hornier as she got older, that she got laid. So I agree. I think you shouldn't worry about age. But Pericles is a stiff board. He's kind of an asshole, like scolding Phoebe, and Phoebe's so young. Like, okay, she only started working with you. Why are you yelling at her? Like, give her some leeway. You need to kind of have orientation first. You can't be perfection. So I don't really like Pericles. He's not good. He's not good dating material. Husker 80. So do watch Husker 89. Husker 89, the good thing is I have cbenny.com, which kind of gives us a log of our chat. So when I come back, because of the Potato PC, I'm going to I'll make sure I follow you, Husker 89. I just can't do that now, because every time when I even look at the Potato PC, it dies. Yeah, Clavitz. I think everybody wants to be Geralt. So Alf, this is really bad. So this party has the greatest minds of all time in one party. It's more exclusive than going to the Oscars. It's so because, with the Oscars, 100 years from now, you're not going to know who Jodie Foster is or Meryl Streep, etc., etc. But 1,000 years from now, you're still going to know who Socrates is. You're still going to know who Hippocrates, Aristophanes, Euripides. So this is like the most exclusive. And then they're like, oh, you have to change. And look at the sack. It just doesn't work out. Like, it looks like he put a shower curtain on him. It's very budget, Dr. Elf. I agree. You have to seduce everyone. Yes, Clavitz, it is a Kmart trap. Bilbo, thanks for following. I really appreciate everybody here supporting each other because I do want everyone. Sure, Kova's house. Oh my god. So, wow, this is such. We have legends in our chat room. So we have Sir Comatose, we have Bilbo, we have Elf, we have Clavitz, we have Key, we have Husker89, we have Cage. So this is like a ball sack. It does look like a ball sack. Yeah, Clavitz like working. It's working what's around you exactly. I actually, Key, so far, it has helped me because I met Skirt. I love his stream. You could meet really interesting people. So what I did was I go to Platinum, Diamond, Gold, or whatever I clicked on, and then depending on the game, I just click on the person, and if I like their stream, I follow, so it helps with the networking. And then Charles, if you could mention, I think through Royale Streamers, you got 80 viewers at one point in a couple of your streams. I think Charles got 89 viewers who came in. Organic views, because people like to watch to push their points up, and then I think he got 79 viewers the other time. And if you look at Raker TV, if you look at his Twitch tracker, his growth grew exponentially, and that's why Raker TV is a genius. I know we say everyone's a genius, but Raker TV is a complete genius. If you see 87 and 98. Raker TV is like, when I read that, I'm like, oh my god, like I would never think of doing anything like this. So I'm not sure if he's the only one, but at one point the system bot was broken. He had to take it down and he had to recode it to kind of make it more processor, I guess, like faster with processing. So with system, I wouldn't check your points there. I would just kind of search your name, because that bot keeps getting broken.
But you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
Oh, this is good because he did ostracize his own friends.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I want to risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
All you need is shower curtain to join this party. That's all you need is shower curtain.
10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
That is good, Bilbo. So this is the easy. So Sir Comatose, Husker89, Bilbo, Charles, Key, Clavitz. This is like the easiest party to get into. Like, this is like what I'm wearing now, which is just like a t-shirt. This looks better than what he's wearing. Oh, why would you send Matikio somewhere dangerous? That's a good point.
To the fishing district if it's dangerous.
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important.
No, they're not, Pericles. Why is the village in complete famine mode if you really care about your people? So that's why I hate the hypocrisy. And so at the same time, yes, Cleon is a Trump figure, but I totally understand why all the citizens would vote for Cleon, because Pericles is a hypocrite. He's like, oh, I want to help you, but he does not. And that's why Cleon's going to get power. So Husker's saying it's because of how fast it's growing. Yeah, Husker89, Royal Streamers is growing so fast. Like, everybody's joining. Anybody could send that invite link. It's going to explode. I mean, it has exploded. I think he has 1,000 people there. Dr. Al, that's good. This party is... You're right, Dr. Al. So you have to use your loofah to stuff your dress. That's really good. Now, Sir Comatose, I think JCPenney actually has some really good stuff, but this is like way worse than anything you see ever. Okay, and then so Key is saying hello, all you guys. Multi at S. available, you can stuff your floof.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying.
Oh my
Cult
god.
doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens.
You don't care about
Fear for our future.
Athens. Like, because people are dying from malnutrition. Like, who cares about him? I'm not going to war Pericles because he's letting his people starve to death. So I'm going to say I'd be worried about Athens too because you suck ass.
Spartans outside the walls, people crammed inside.
Eggplant.
I don't envy you.
Even so, there isn't another city I'd rather live in.
Yeah, soap on
can't
a rope.
say
You're
I know
right,
other
Dr.
things.
Elf.
When you find your place, you'll know it.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
And now we see why the citizens are trying to vote for Cleon, because he does have these extremely lavish parties with the elite of the elites, which costs millions and millions of dollars per party. And you could just scrap one party, like you have it weekly, you could just scrap one party and use that funding to feed that poor village, and then people would say, yes, we'll continue to vote for you because you helped us get the resources. We're going to build a town, and once we build a town, then we can start our own businesses, we can be productive. But you can't be productive when you have nothing. And this design of this house is really bad. Oh, Clavit, see, I don't understand what soap on a rope means either. So I don't understand. I thought it was like soap on a rope, so then you could have sex with another guy, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, Dr. Alf, they've obviously never heard of Vera Wang.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
Code Red. What's a Code Red, Charles? Okay, Clavit says if you aren't successful, you can at least have cleaned the murderer. Oh, I think I'm missing the conversation. Yes, that's what I thought. Exactly. Thank you for the clarification, Alf. I kind of knew it had to do with anal sex, but I didn't know how to explain it in a clear, concise way. I know, Sirkova's house, exactly. Or shower curtain. Because this is kind of this is more like a shower curtain pattern, I think. Yes, Alf to the rescue. See, that's why chat is so helpful. Chat helped me beat the venomous poisoner, and then you guys are helping me discuss prison terminology. Yes, let's say we're ready to go, because we're enough of this party.
To last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's
Beat the
nice.
squealer. That's pretty vicious, Charles. Now, in here, it doesn't matter what you choose. I'm just saying Corinthia, because I need to get intel
There's a
from my
woman in
mom.
Corinth I'd like to talk to.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't go there to talk.
Hoffa!
Alcibiades
How are
says a lot
you?
of things.
Hoffa.
He sure does.
Let's go back to Ali, because Alexios did not get enough sex in this scene, because he blew it with Aspasia. So we have to go back. We have to go back and flirt with Aspasia a little bit more, and then...
Not going to beg to come along this time.
Nope. I'm happy here. And
she
this
likes
isn't
it
Catalonia.
here.
That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Aw,
Plus, I
Phoebe.
really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
This is child abuse,
see you
child
soon,
abuse,
Phoebe.
child abuse, Dr. Elf. You have to call DHS.
Bye, Alexios.
She's willingly putting Phoebe into this mission, which could be dangerous, knowingly endangering a child's life. DHS, 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 Dr. Elf, am I right? For Prison 101 with Elf. Hoffa, how are you? How you doing? Hoffa, can you check out Royale Streamers and kind of explain to us exactly why Raker TV is genius? Because he coded this brilliant. You have to kind of read through though, but he's so smart with his point system. And Huff, I'm glad you're doing well, and it's Sunday, so I think you're not working. And let's kind of go through. So Dr. Alf is teaching us about prison terminology. Charles says go back to the origins and get the prestige level. Wait, what's prestige level? Prestige level. Oh. Clavis! Oh, that's how you got into video gaming, Clavis! You play Doom with your police, with the worker. Clavis, I'm sorry Child Protective Services was involved. I'm really sorry to hear that, Clavis. No, but that's really sweet. I think the officer's doing the right thing, Clavitz. Yes, Doom might be M for mature, but you know, kids, they play Grand Theft Auto, and you know, I remember even 8 years old, when I was 8 years old, like my classmates were talking about sex, so it's not like, oh my god, Doom. So I think the officer did a good job, like, because he wants to gain alliance with you, Clavitz, because if you're young and you see a police officer, it's very scary. But if you're playing Doom with a police officer, now, yes, the officer should have chosen Mario or something like that, something that's more family friendly. But I give points to the police officer. He did good therapeutic alliance. He did the right thing. Though don't use Doom, maybe use Mario, right, Elf? I agree, Doc. I think the problem is that CPS, they don't have enough funding, so some DHS workers are like really bad. But the ones that had Child Protective Services, they really helped the kids a lot. So I think for this, we need to do DHS investigation. We'll have to remove Phoebe out of Aspasia's home and have her placed in a maybe. You can't do kinship care because her mom died. Alexios is doing really dangerous things, but you could find a nice home for her where she doesn't do missions. It sounds like it sounds really, really dangerous when Phoebe says, "I'm going to do a mission."
Just waiting for a chance to perch, were you?
Oh, good. Take it easy, Bilbo. Are you streaming later on? I think Bilbo does stream on weekends at noon, so he might be streaming now. And Bilbo does variety streaming, so I think he was doing Red Dead Online. If anyone's interested in Red Dead Online, with the Bebo Bicious posse. I think that's the point, Dr. Alf. Like, it's okay for kids to play Grand Theft Auto as long as they're supervised by their parents, and their parents can kind of explain what's going on. So I think if you have I think Grand Theft Auto is a little bit too hardcore for kids. But something like, even if you're a kid and you do a PG-13 game, as long as you have parent supervision to kind of explain things to the child, I think that's okay. Schmikey! Yeah, I think I think PG-13 might be okay, but not Grand Theft. I don't think kids should play Grand Theft Auto even with parental supervision. Doom, I think, is just shoot, so I don't think it's that traumatizing, and it's not gory, I don't think. But yeah, Clavis, if your police officer was 100% on point, he'd have you play Mario. No, you don't want to watch porn with kids. No, that's wrong, Schmikey. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Schmikey. I think PG-13, though, I think could be okay with tweens and like 10-year-olds, as long as you talk through them with PG-13. But I don't think you should play mature with kids, even with supervision. You're right, Schmikey. And porn, definitely no. Definitely if you watch porn that is that is sexual abuse because you're watching porn that's completely inappropriate. And so if you do that with a kid, then you definitely you need to call DHS on that as well. So we're going to do first do no harm. Now, the reason why we're going to Hippocrates is because there was rumor that he saw our mom way back when, and so he might be able to give us some information. So we're going to do that. South of the Bloody Oracle, City of Argos. But I don't know, Doom doesn't seem to be that intense, like... No, Dr. Elf, watching porn with kids is not okay at all. It's not. 100% no. No porn with kids, Cage. No porn with kids. I think if that's the case, you may have to like discuss with your colleague, and if he keeps talking about that, then you may have to report to the board if he's a psychiatrist, Dr. Elf. Yeah, Klavitz, that's like really bad. I was kind of thinking more like shooting games, because there's like a lot of, it's very stylized. You don't really see, it's not realistic the way they depict the shooting elements in Doom, so it might not be as bad. You played with a few and random eyes. I know, but see, kids have very flexible minds. Like, it doesn't bother them, which is interesting. But if I had a kid, I would do maybe Mario, because like there's nothing traumatic going on with Mario. Ori. See, Ori might be even worse than Doom because it's so the beginning. Space Dandy! Thank you for the raid. I'm really sorry because we're having in-depth discussion about what is appropriate, because like SPC is obviously not appropriate. We have to call Child Protective Services, and so I was just kind of discussing what is appropriate and what is not appropriate. But I think Grand Theft Auto should not be for kids whatsoever. Yeah, when they hit 12, it's really hard to do supervision, but you could do like the parental like blocking and the whole 9 yards. And how you doing, Space? It's been so long. And Space is a variety streamer, and he also plays like really interesting games. Sometimes, Space, you do play niche JRPG, so anyone who loves JRPG, Space Dandy is wonderful to watch, and I really appreciate the raid. And Schmikey, you're right, porn is definitely no. And then, oh, good. Oh, in theory. Oh, God, Dr. Elf, thank you. Because you hear horror stories about these psychiatrists, and they all give us a bad name, Elf. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, I agree, Guitar. But Kingdom Hearts was kind of traumatic because Ori was really harsh the very beginning. Like, I can't tolerate it anymore. So if I play Ori again, I have to skip that scene because it's so heartbreaking. Bible thump, Bible thump, Bible thump. Yeah, that's true, Case, but you don't want kids to have sexually inappropriate behavior. So when they watch porn and when they see sexually inappropriate thing, they then enact that out with other kids, and that's why sex is very dangerous. The Purge. Schmikey, what's The Purge? So I think that's the reason why you do get traumatized watching sex, and then you just act it out, because porn is just so graphic, and then kids will say, oh, maybe I should act this out with my friend. It's just not good. So I guess we conclude that porn is no good for kids. And watching sexually inappropriate acts is no good with kids, no matter how much supervision. Okay, we're going to go to Argolis. I'm really bad with... Where's Argolis? Argos. But is Argos in Attica? No. Is it islands? Oh, here. Oh, wow, we have to go all the way down here, so we have to open up the map. So, you know what, Key? Since you want to see a naval battle, I think we do have to do a naval battle. Because we want to go... Yeah, we want to go here, and then we'll do a naval battle as we get to Argolos. Wait. Yeah, Clavitz, I think all of the past psychology experiments make me cringe, especially that I couldn't watch it when I was growing up, but that Harlow Monkey, don't watch the Harlow Monkey. It just I wouldn't watch it. It's just really hard to watch. That's why I can't watch like the animal welfare, the ASPCA, because you just can't watch. You can't see. It's hard to watch animals being tortured, which happened with the Harlow monkeys, and I could never watch ASPCA commercials. I just turn off the TV. Yeah, we're gonna do naval battles, Keith, but you'll see how brilliant the steering is. You could actually do a 360-degree turn, and it's sort of realistic because with water, as you know, water in real life, it's hard to steer with water. But with the naval battle, they made the steering similar to how water feels, but not clunky. So they made it realistic in a sense, but not 100% realistic. So they really paid attention to what is fun in gaming in this game. Because why torturously spend 10 minutes, which is in real life, doing 360-degree turns? You can do a 360-degree turn immediately, even though a little bit slower. I can't. Do not watch Harlow Monkeys. Yeah, Schmikey, I don't think watching Doom when I saw the remake, it doesn't seem to have, it just has shooting, but it doesn't really feel like, it doesn't feel violent, if that makes, I mean, it is violent, but you don't see blood, you don't see gore. And so it's kind of like shooting bowling pins almost. And shooting bowling pins is not traumatic for kids. And that's why, like, Fortnite, like, kids play Fortnite because it's cartoony, and parents are okay with that. Because, like, when you kill a player, you don't see the blood, you don't see the guts, you don't see the horror of violence. You just see the person fall down, and that's it. So it's not traumatizing in that sense. So I think that's why Fortnite being free, plus Fortnite having a family-friendly graphics, unlike PUBG, I think that's why Fortnite just overtook PUBG. We're gonna call the address, Dion. We're gonna do naval battles. Oh no! Alf, I have a fancy sunrise alarm. They work really well. Now, can you get warranty on that? Dr. Trucker, welcome back. I think the one I use, it's not the sunrise bulb that... Oh no! Hopefully you could get that returned if it's under warranty. Oh my god. Alf, I had the same exact Philips one. And it works really. I think it's hard to program. Here's when this is Brisson. We open it up so we can kind of kill him. So what I want to do is we're going to go to one of these question marks just to open up Argolis. It's really it's such a huge map. You get confused. In a northeastern part of the city of Argos. BDG, how you doing? So BDG is part of the Midnight Saloon. And you know what, BDG, I was wondering if you have something called, which I think can be helpful. It's spinal cord stimulation. I don't know if that can be helpful. Because one of my clients is getting spinal cords. All right, let's do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a naval battle, and then we're going to do like the raiding, so we're going to go through the steps of raiding, and you know whether you should. We'll talk about like whether you should either host or raid depending on whether the person is not an affiliate, or a partner. Because I think with partner you could just do /host, because they don't need viewer numbers anymore. They just need the numbers, even non-organically, just to push them up the list when you look at games. And BGG, you know what's embarrassing? I keep forgetting that you're a part of the Team Midnight Saloon. So I have to kind of, and I'm also part of Team Pallet Town, but then I don't know members of Pallet Town, so I have to kind of really get to know my members of Pallet Town as well, so that when they come into chat, I can shout them out. Yeah, I keep forgetting to raid as well, and I also feel bad because I'm no longer doing auto host, because there's like, oh yes, let's do this. And we may desynchronize, but that's okay. So we are going, well, let's loot, and we're gonna ram this shit. Oh, then we do javelin. Let's do javelin, R2, because we're close. When you're at close range, you really, oh yes, it's so aggressive. See, like I'm really bad at steering, but I could even negotiate the ramming. That's how good this battle. I'm gonna do and Keel will show the boarding. I just already created a weak spot. That red part, that red glowing part of that. Oh no, we might desynchronize. Oh no, Keel. Like I really at least want to show you how we board. So let's try and spam this over and over and over again. And the reason why you want to board is because once you board, you get your health back. Now what? Okay, initiate boarding. This is so epic. So we initiate boarding, and then if you beat the boarding battle, you get all your health back. We already got our health back, actually. And then you just do melee battle, or you could do ranged. And the lieutenants you recruit, they actually do help with the fighting. Like, so the more you want to have... Wait, I don't have adrenaline, that's why I couldn't do the shield. Okay, let's build up the adrenaline, and then we'll do... Okay, so... Oops. Wait, what? Why is this not... Do I not have enough adrenaline? Yeah, and you want to throw them into the water. Okay, so I'm not doing the best job in terms of this fighting, but... Oh my god. And... Let's see, my lieutenant killed. Oh yes. Now we got some adrenaline. In this game, this scene actually shows you how important adrenaline is. It's so addicting, this combat. Okay, now we built up the adrenaline, we could heal. And I kind of like how you just strategize how much adrenaline, how aggressive you should be, like when you should be offensive, when you should be defensive. Okay, so I parried, which is what I wanted to. Oh, nice. That was a perfectly timed dodge, so you had that.
Just give up.
And ripping off the shield also does damage, so... Oh, you know what? I did the wrong thing. What I should have done was I should have done the kick, the Sparta kick, so that we could recruit him, because I wanted to showcase that. But when his health was down that low, you just kick him, he falls over, and then you loot, and then you recruit. So I'm sorry I didn't feature that. I don't it's so awesome. Now the thing is that we aggroed all of the Athenian ships, so we might desynchronize. But at least we featured that, and then the sailing. I think we all saw how brilliant the sailing is. What did they say? We're ready to what? Sometimes I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand our captain's accent. He always said, we're ready to lose. And I'm like, what? Okay. Alright, I'm trying to... Let's try and run away. Yeah, ship battles, guitar. Like, there's so... This game has so much gameplay in here. That's why I really find this game is worth buying, even full price, because I had over 100 hours, so you definitely get your money's worth. But if you're trying to save, I would just wait until all the DLC gets bundled and then buy it when it's like 20 bucks. Sir Comatose. I see. Thank you, Sir. I'm like, why is he saying we're ready to lose? And I'm like, what? Yes, yes, Keith. The foul-mouthed woman. I have her actually. I have her up here. Ship. No, I decided to do that because of arrow damage, and you get extra health on your lieutenants. But she... Where did she go? Gilon. Yeah, so it's always Gilon. Now, because we're in conflict, we can't change our lieutenants, but she only gives you ship armor, which I don't think we really need. I'd rather have more of the damage. And creating the weak points. Space Dandy, I really love this game. It's Monster Hunter World is my game of the year. This is a very close second. I think it's a masterpiece. It's so fun. They streamline the game elements. They make playing this game really easy, very intuitive. Even I could pick up steering. Now, if I could pick up steering, you know you did the right thing. So Space Dandy, even I know how to do the steering because it's so intuitive. Everything's intuitive about this game. They have naval battles. They have such a variety of game elements, Dandy. So they have like, well, we're going to desynchronize, but so we want to brace. Ugh. I mean, we're going to desynchronize, but you see the water, and then you can actually, it's open world, so you can kind of float around. They have conquest battles where you side with one army versus the other, Dandy. And so whatever side you take, you just kind of... It's exactly like fighting a battle, Dandy. And then we saw the legendary animals with the Daughters of Artemis. The missions are very complex, like the ones with the exclamation points, like the main side missions, and the NPCs in those missions, they're unforgettable. So they did a really good job with characterization, with story. I love the story. It's really compelling. There's a lot of psychodynamic issues in here, Dr. Elf. We were talking about structural family therapy and how actually Nikolos's family is really easy to do family therapy just because they actually have a lot of strengths. Even though we're like, oh my God, he threw the baby daughter off the cliff. You think tragic. You think, oh, this is really psychopathic. But at the same time, the interesting thing, Dr. Elf, he does have a lot of strengths, and I think with family therapy, this family is actually strong, and it could be a healthy family, interesting enough. So there's a lot of psychodynamics in this game. Oh yeah, good night, Clavitz. Get some rest and drink water, because you don't want to be exhausted when you meet your friends.
Head for open water.
We are going as fast as we can, Commander.
Take it easy, Clavitz.
Increase speed.
Yay! Dr. Alfia weekend's off! GG! Oh, guitar, is that Black Flag? Is Assassin's Creed 4? I think I had that on the Xbox, so that's why I love the Xbox One. People always make fun of Xbox One, but it has a backwards compatibility so that I could play these classic games. Oh, Schmikey said Black Flag singing is best. Yeah, here it does, at least it has melody, but then it does get a little bit repetitive. But see how meditative this... Now we're going in the wrong direction. I got off track. I was just like going straight. We're going off the wrong. We're going in the opposite direction. But we can kind of see how soothing this is. The sound of the waves. Wait, you captured Man of War ships and you still stuck to same one. I have to kind of see what you mean, Schmikey. When I think it'll be very clear to me as I play Black Flag. It's... Oh my god, Toast, in this game... Sir Comatose, look how large this map is. Look how much water. So you can actually... Oh my god, look at this. This is all grayed out because we haven't even explored this part. Let's zoom out. There's all this. It's huge. Look at all this body of water. So you can... So Sir Comatose, you could spend hours just kind of... Just with naval battles alone. Man of War ships and jellyfish.
Speed up!
Yeah, this ship is really... Watch the 360-degree turn. Wait, no. Like, even I could steer that. So this has really good steering. I like that. I'm glad you're using your command, Schmikey. I hope everyone kind of uses their commands in this game. So Sir Comatose, Schmikey, it didn't make me hate the game in the least, but... Oh, you could capture War of Ships. Oh, I get it. So you don't really... See, this one is nice because you do get these amazing skins. Like, there's one legendary ship cosmetics. You could change your crew. We did the male crew, so we're doing the female crew. So then we can go back to the male crew. And then you have these special lieutenants, the arsenal. This kind of increases the volleys, like how many times you can shoot up here, then the weapons damage and ship and crew endurance. So I like how even the ship has RPG elements. Oh, and then you get so the Jolly Roger is hideous, and you want to level up. You want to have better look. That's the problem I had with Monster Hunter World. In the past Monster Hunters, every time when you upgrade the weapons, it looks more badass. It looks bigger. It looks larger. It has more decoration. But in Monster Hunter World, the only time it really changes is when you get like near the ultimate form. So I think the next Monster Hunter has to kind of copy the design of past Monster Hunters. Because you're sick of, especially if you main just one weapon, you're sick of seeing that same weapon over and over again. Like, when, I think that's why I was so excited with Monster Hunter leveling up my weapons, because it always looks different. Yeah, they do sing guitar. Oh, they sing to financial ruin. That's good, Schmikey. Yes! Thank you, Ignite Delta. That's the whole... You guys have to get Ubisoft Club. It's 100% free. As you play the game... So Ignite Delta is probably very familiar with this game. So as you play through the game, you get points, and then you can actually buy... You can buy them with the free points just by playing the game, so it's well worth it. Because you do get, like, right now I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing this green ship. So if you get more skins, you can kind of change it. I had this like really beautiful blue one that has like a magnificent lion, and then I got one with a griffin. It's really cool.
Master.
Exactly, Sir Comatose. Like, it's rarity 8. It shouldn't just be like a stick with the monster skin placed on. You need what they had in past Monster Hunters. It's so distinct. Every single weapon, even going up from rarity 1 to rarity 3, it gets larger. And I like this melody that the women are singing. yeah, Sir Comatose, that's the way to do it. Every time you play any Ubisoft game, whether it's Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, you want to milk the Ubisoft Club for all it's worth. And Ubisoft is really smart to have that marketing, because they mentioned that if you play online, then you get even more points, and so that kind of helps the game be fresh, like people are still playing it because they want those points, so that your community doesn't just die down.
Less speed!
Alright, I'm going to dock here, even though it's not... This is not an official dock spot, but that's okay. We'll just go to shore. As long as you're in conflict, you could leave... As long as you're out of conflict, you could leave the ship anytime. And I like to see this cute shield decoration. And you could actually get more quests here. These are timed quests, so they're not... If you want to get more experience, you could do like a lot of naval battles. Oh my god, we're going to the Silver Islands. The Silver Islands is the one with the compelling gameplay. Wow, Ignite Delta, you're 67. So what happened? So Ignite Delta, how would you like to be called? Delta or Ignite Delta? Ignite Delta 187. And Ignite Delta, can you please comment to chat? Was it just me, or was it really easy to level up? I loved Toast, you said that you played every single Assassin's Creed game and you platinumed every Assassin's Creed game, so I think you would love this game so much, Toast. Now, if you want to save money, just wait for the bundle. We keep talking about that over and I know I don't think that's, so I was talking to my friend and she just like listens to NPR all the time. So I used that phrase, what the fluff, and she thought that was adorable because it was a kinder way than saying what the fuck. And so I'm like, beating a dead horse. And he goes, oh, instead of saying beating a dead horse, you could say beating the dead horse. Instead of beating the dead horse, because I always beating the dead horse about getting the bundle package. Like, I think that was the theme of this entire chat was buy the bundled, buy the bundled, buy the bundled. So then she said, so then I thinking, oh, I was beating the dead horse on that topic. But then you have to say feeding the full horse. So chat, I'm feeding the full horse on talking about bundled and saving your money. Yeah, except for Origins and the Odyssey. So, Toast, what I would do is I would get the bundle for Origins, play that, and by the time you finish the Origins, then Odyssey will be on sale, and then you can get the Odyssey bundled. I know, Schmike, I'm always feeding. So it's no, we're feeding a full horse. I think they will, Key. A lot of people really love this game. It sold the most out of this generation, out of all the Assassin's Creed. And I think they actually sold 10 million copies, which is a lot. So what might come in the bundle, Toast, might be the season pass with Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed Liberation, and then the 3 DLCs. I highly recommend this game. I think it's a masterpiece. We showcased... Now, don't watch my past streams because it'll take forever to see the gameplay. But I did try to showcase like the cultists, the conquest battles, the naval battles, the legendary animals. We did hint on mystical creatures. So there's going to be mystical monsters that we're going to face. Those are really awesome, Key. So it's kind of like, Key, remember when you mentioned with Origins, they had that Anubis? So the same concept. I'm sorry if that was spoilers, but we are coming close to... I don't think it's spoilers to say they're monsters, because obviously video games have monsters, but I'm not going to say like the names of the monsters. We'll kind of creep up on them through the gameplay. Schmikey, I think it might actually come down to 20 euros. Because that's how much... I got Witcher 3 for only 20 bucks. Now, let's do this. We're going to... Alright, I've never, ever rated Miklos Cesar. And I think Miklos... I have to showcase Miklos. I have really, my gameplay's not good, so I have to outsource. So let's see Miklos doing Bloodborne. He does Dark Souls 3 challenge runs. He knows everything about Dark Souls 3. He knows like what stuns the bosses. So if you want to see good gameplay, definitely check out Miklos. Now what I do is he is an affiliate. I only raid friends, Key. I only raid friends because it doesn't make sense to raid a random person because then you can't introduce yourself. You cannot explain why you're raiding the person. So I only raid people that you know, and that's kind of goes into the networking. So if you raid the streamers that you know, they're like, oh, Fuzzy J Cats is supporting me, so next time if they can raid me, they would raid Fuzzy J Cats. So that's kind of, you only want to raid people you know, you only want to raid friends for the networking, and that's how you get kind of the viewership. And because they're your friends, the community is going to be like-minded. So then if the community is like-minded, because you're both friends, you have same similarities, they then will be more likely to watch your channel. So, but if you do a random, say Fortnite, like, I don't know this person, I don't know if my chat would like them, the community would say, who the fuck is Fuzzy J Cats? So what I do is Miklos is affiliate. So Miklos needs, as affiliate to partnership, you need the organic views. So I'm going to spam his link. So double click. Now hosts and raids do not count whatsoever from affiliate to partnership. So it's best to host because it quickly sends everyone over immediately. And I want to bump up his volume, his viewer number, so that he'll be higher in the channel, and then he'll get more viewers to watch him. So I think that's the way to do that for affiliate to partnership. Now, you want to warn the person because you want to make sure that they know that you're raiding so they can prepare. You only have 15 seconds to captivate a viewer's attention. And that's because, like, if you're enmeshed with the game and then that happened to me a couple times. I didn't know I was being raided. No, Miklos is not boring. His playthrough is mesmerizing because he does challenge. And he does he's doing a first playthrough of Bloodborne. His playstyle is really incredible. So let's do this. Copy. I'm on his site. I'm going to I'm going to host soon-ish. Okay, so I warned him. Then what I do is I go to my normal laptop. I'm going to spam his link. So if you guys, and I want to thank you all for joining, for coming by and stopping by and watching my stream. I really appreciate it, especially since it's so early in the morning. I stream so early, so I really appreciate you guys watching me so early in the morning of Sunday mornings of all times. So I really appreciate that. I'm going to be streaming now. If my friend needs IV hydration on Wednesday or Friday, I tend to take him because his family needs to do IRL chore stuff. So usually IV hydration takes hours and hours. So because of the spotty nature of Wednesdays and Fridays, I do socialize a lot in Discord, so we'll keep each other company on Discord. And thank you so much, Key, Schmikey, Sir Comatose. It's always good to see you. Ignite Delta, thanks for coming. And yeah, you're right, Ignite Delta. You're absolutely. It's hard after 50. It's really hard, but I think that's when you're already at the end game. But going from level 50 was really easy. So Ignite Delta, yes, you're right, because it took me. I think when I got 8 extra ability points. So after all that, after doing all those missions, I was only level 58 technically. It does take a long time. And Guitar, thank you so much. So let's do this. Link. If you could double click on Miklos. And then I'm going to do host. Oh, it's hard to spell his name. He's Hungarian. Oh, Miklos. SZSAS. Let's do this on the big screen. I apologize, everybody. MIKLOS CSAS Z-A-R. Bye, everybody! Smart, you're leaving! Smart! How are you? Oh my god, Smart, I'm gonna send you PM. I really missed you so much. Smart, you're definitely one of my VIP. I want to thank you so much for your support. You really improved my streaming. And oh, with okay, let me go. We'll talk at Me Closes.